Former legislator Miria Matembe was seen today brought to Magistrate Court, Chief Magistrate Court, after a while, after she was reportedly missing. A few days ago, she was reported missing, and today we have seen her being brought to court in a situation, in a condition where she looks weak and she looks to be a little bit, maybe could have been taken through a lot. I will not say torture until she tells us herself exactly what happened and why she was being supported by other people in a way that she seemed not to be really capable to walk without support. So we cannot conclude that maybe she could have been tortured. Let's wait until she's able to tell us herself what exactly happened to her. Then we shall be able to know the real or the correct information. Now, the case that has been charged against her, she was charged a case of hate speech, and here is the charge sheet before me. Miria Matembe, in the month of June 2026, in Nakawa Division within Kampala District, through DK TV Uganda platform, made or uttered statements to wit that all our taxes are being spent on the Banyankole women ministers, which statements are likely to promote hostility, hatred, or ill will against members of the Banyankole tribe. Like I told you, Miria Matembe was reported missing a few days after she was heard talking about General Muhoozi, the son of Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and who is also a chief of defense forces of Uganda. So Miria Matembe talked about him, and I think this was after the arrest of Council Elias Lukwago. Then the following day, we saw General Muhoozi tweeting that I am going to arrest Miria Matembe because my father rarely follow those etc. So today we see her being brought to Magistrate's Court, and then she is charged of this particular offense. Now, we all know that now this comes to me and you who is watching and listening to me now, that you really need to be careful of any statement you utter or you speak. You really need to first scrutinize it so that you don't get any issue with the law. Because if the government wants you, they can always find any charge against you. However much you could either be right or wrong, but if the government wants you, you can always be charged because they have the Attorney General, the DPP, and many prosecutors who work under the DPP, and therefore they can always advise accordingly after listening to your statements, and then they reduce your statements into a crime. Today, after recording this, I will be able to record one video in Uganda so that my viewers who really do not get well English can also understand and start to follow me. Now, promoting sectarianism, this is contrary to Section 38, Section 38, subsection 1D, paragraph D of the Penal Code Act of Uganda, Cap 128. So be careful with the statements that you speak, more especially when the statement includes in any tribal word. Yeah, you can speak tribal words and you go free with it, but that is if the government does not pick interest in that word. However, what I condemn in this particular scenario is the way of arrest. The nature of arrest, the way they arrested this lady is not really the same way that is prescribed under the law of Uganda, how someone is supposed to be arrested and charged under the laws of Uganda. So that's where I call upon the government of Uganda, the government of General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, and the CDF to really sit down and find a way of correcting how to arrest people, because people are supposed to be arrested with respect and also in accordance to the law of Uganda. But this system of arresting without notifying people, without using the gazetted institution that is supposed to effect the arrest, which is the police of Uganda. Then the police does the investigation, then it hands over the person into the court, the court, so that the court can remand this person after the first trial or hearing. Then after, the police will investigate, and also together in collaboration with the DPP, and then they come out with a charge. Now, we don't really know, excuse me, we don't know how this charge really comes about when the person was arrested in a manner that looked to be abduction. I normally don't want to call an arrest by a government institution an abduction, but where you really play a blind eye on the law that it is police that is supposed to arrest the person, and then the person must be read the charges when the police is arresting him or her. The police has to tell you why it is arresting you, and also advise you to keep or remain silent, because whatever you shall add on or whatever you are going to speak may really be used against you in courts of law. So our government is really not doing all that, and which I think is violating the rights of the people and also violating the laws of Uganda. So I don't know when it will be corrected, but as it is now, we really need to start seeing the right channel, regardless of who is arresting or who is not arresting. Now, Miria Matembe is our veteran legislator, was in parliament, and has been known for years condemning and criticizing the government of Museveni, that it is really not doing what they expected of him, or what is expected of President Museveni. Now, the time has come when it is no more Museveni and it is General Muhoozi. This is when everybody is saying probably Muhoozi could have already taken over, and could have already taken over the government of Museveni, and he's the overall in charge of the country. We really don't know whether it is true. Even rumors have been speculating that Muhoozi said, these are rumors, quote me right, because these days we have AI being used so much. So someone could have used AI to insinuate that it is Muhoozi who tweeted this, or who could have said this, that I have now taken over, or I have, yes, I have overthrown my father. But that one is a rumor, quote me right. Yeah, this is the rumor, but even if it is a rumor, people could be right in a way of really developing such a rumors, because all we see today is that Muhoozi is really having excess powers more than those of the president, because even all that is doing, the president has not come out to really denounce them or protest against them or comment in negative about them. So this means that probably Mhozi, as we are speaking now, he has really upper hand, and he is the overall of Uganda. Those who are familiar with his tweets, you have seen whatever he says, it comes to pass within a blink of an eye. So whoever is really planning to attack him, make sure you have a backup plan, because as it is now, it seems that he has really assumed power, even though he's just awaiting pronouncing and then assuming power by swearing in legally. But at the moment as it is, I believe he is the acting president, and the father is ceremonial president. So let's pray for Miria Matembe, Honorable Miria Matembe, so that he really gets through this hardship. But I believe he will get good lawyers, and she will be able to really defend herself throughout all this. This is all I have for you about Miria Matembe. If you are still thinking that she's still under detention and or unknown places, no, she has been already brought to court, and as you see this charge sheet that is on screen here, this is the very charge sheet that reads her offense of promoting sectarianism and hate speech. We really don't know whether she will be able to defend herself from this, because that is if the government adduces real evidence in court, really pinning her or against this particular charge. So that's all I have for you for today. Let's wait until we hear what will come out of court and whether she will be charged of this particular offense. I will be able to tell you the punishment of this particular offense after a few days. Let's first hear what will come out of court, because it is not proper for us to really discuss a case that is going on in court. Only that I wanted to let my viewers know about whereabout of Miria Matembe. Many have been thinking she's missing. Many didn't know where this lady is, not until General Mhozi himself admitted in his tweets, in his common tweets, that I am the one who has arrested Miria Matembe, and therefore today we have confirmed that indeed she has been under detention after being presented to court. And let's hear what will come out of court. Then we shall be able to let you know about the punishment she will have gotten from this particular court. Thank you.